I go to speak about informative text. An informative text is one that provides knowledge about an event, issue, or topic in a clear and concise manner without including the author's emotions, opinions, or points of view. It is found combined in newspapers, magazines, encyclopedias, or manuals, and its main function is to inform and make something known in the most objective way possible. Informative texts are characterized by describing real situations using simple and concise language and presenting vocabulary appropriate to the topic of the text so that all types of readers can understand it. Types of informative texts. Informative, they use language accessible to everyone without the need for prior studies or preparation. Example, press reports, descriptions of a series or a movie from a catalog. Specialists, they respond to a specific type of reader with the preparation and or prior knowledge necessary to be able to access the information contained in the text. They use technical or academic language, example, scientific article, university degree thesis. Structure of an informative text. Informative texts usually have the following structure. Introduction introduces the topic to be discussed and captures the reader's attention. Development presents the information in a clear and orderly manner. Conclusion or closing summarizes the information presented. In short, an informative text is one that transmits information in a clear and concise manner without including the author's opinions or emotions. It is characterized by describing real situations using simple and concise language and precising vocabulary appropriate to the topic of the text. Informative texts can be informative or specialized, and their structure generally includes an introduction, development, and conclusion. An argumentative essay is a type of text in which the author presents and defends his point of view on a specific topic with the purpose of persuading the reader of the validity of his opinion. This type of essay is characterized by presenting logical and solid arguments supported by convincing evidence and by avoiding emotional manipulation or excessive use of rhetorical resources. The structure of an argumentative essay usually consists of three main parts: introduction, development, and conclusion. Introduction. In this section, the topic is presented and the thesis or central idea of the essay is stated. The relevance of the topic is also highlighted and the reader's attention is captured. Development. In this part, the arguments that support the thesis are presenting evidence, samples, and logical reasoning. Possible objections or opposing arguments must be considered and refuted. Conclusion. In the conclusion, the thesis and main arguments are summarized without dwelling in each one. The central idea is reinforced and the reader is invited to reflect on the topic. In summary, an argumentative essay is a type of text in which the author presents and defends his point of view on a specific topic with the purpose of persuading the reader of the validity of his opinion. It is characterized by presenting logical and solid arguments. A narrative text is one that tells a story, whether real or fictional, that takes place in a specific time and place. This type of text is characterized by presenting a sequence that the characters interpret and that allows the reader to imagine the situation. Narrative texts can be oral or written and are used both in everyday communication to transmit information and in literature to create fictional stories. Characteristics of a narrative text: it presents a sequence of actions that the characters perform. It takes place in a specific time and place. It can be real or fictitious. It can have one or more characters. The narrator can be the author himself or a character within the story. The object, it can be informative teaching or entertainment. It may present an internal structure of introduction, middle, and end. Types of narrative text: a story, short narrative with few characters and quick ending. Legend narrative that meets real and supernatural events. Myth, fantastic story that explains the origin of a place or an event. Novel, real or fictional narrative. Muse, longer and more complex than a story. Epic poetry, narrative of real or fictional legendary events. Chronicle, that follows a temporal order of events to tell a story. News, journalistic genre that briefly narrates a current event. Report, journalistic investigation that delves into a specific topic. In short, a narrative text with a real no more. Thank you very much. Bye.